Mad Wife Rips coming back at you with another new product. This time we've got, you guessed it, 2023 Bowman U Chrome college football blasters. These are from Target. These run $29.99 a pop at Target. These are new. I believe they came out this week. I know that Hobby was out over the last couple of weeks and saw some really good pulls on the hobby boxes where you're going to get a couple of autos. These are going to be the retail blasters where you are not guaranteed anything. You are looking for the big hits in this product are going to be Shedeur Sanders and who else you got? You got Travis Hunter. You've got Caleb Williams, although it's not his first. You got Drake May, Michael Penix. I don't believe it's his first. Some of the quarterbacks that are in this product as the first. You got Riley Leonard from Duke, and I believe the kid from Penn State. What's his name? Drew Allard, I believe is his name. But got two blasters here, so $60 from Target. 7 packs, 4 cards per pack. You're chasing the big kahunas. Not sure that you can even get them in retail blasters, but Topps no longer puts the odds on their packages anymore. So really not sure what to expect or what we're gonna get, but that's why you buy the product and that's why you open it. So I'm a big college football fan. Go Noles. So we do have my guy Keon Coleman in this set, just a sensational wide receiver. I know everyone talks about Marvin Harrison and the was it Abeka kid from Ohio State. Those two, along with the kid from Washington, and nothing against those guys. They are insane. Let me move this camera over a little bit. They are incredible talents. But I'm telling you, Keon Coleman, in my opinion, is going to be the best of the bunch. Drawing comparisons to Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson, he's ridiculous. He was a transfer from Michigan State. He's got a year in Tallahassee as he will go pro. And if you haven't seen him yet, go check him out. But Keon Coleman is in this set. As a wide receiver. Again, wide receiver, college cards, not the best product. You can hit parallels in here, but you're looking Shedeur, Travis Hunter. I'm looking for Keon Coleman, but we'll just see what we got. And with Topps and Fanatics taking more of a role in football cards over the next year or two, I think you're going to start to see more and more products like this out at Fanatics and Topps. So I, for one, welcome it and love it. I love Bowman. I love Topps. I think they are the gold standard when it comes to cards. I like them better than Panini. And if you don't remember the X-Fractors from back in the day on Topps for football, boy. Imagine a CJ Stroud rookie Topps X-Fractor, Topps Chrome X-Fractor, or Caleb Williams next year. Speaking of Caleb Williams, I saw a story come out on him, and I don't know if it's true. You know, not everything you read on the internet is true, but it was I want to say it was a tweet saying that whoever drafts him, he's wanting a ownership stake in the team. Has anyone else seen that? That's pretty bold, but that's what I'm hearing. That if you're going to draft him, he wants an ownership stake in the organization. Which, I mean, if you're the number 1 overall draft pick and a team's paying you that much money, you've got some stake in the ownership anyway. But show me the wins in a ring first, and then we'll talk. Patrick Mahomes deserves ownership stake. Tom Brady. I don't know about Caleb Williams yet, but here we go. Let's see what we got here. This is my first look at this product. I've seen videos opened, but this is my first time reviewing it. So You got Donovan Ziraku from Boston College. Of course, that would be the first name we'd get. We got Robbie Ashford, quarterback. So you take quarterbacks. All right, and then here's the other wide receiver I was talking about, Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State, and that's going to be the Rambling Man insert. And then Frank Gore Jr. Man, that's hard to believe that Frank Gore Jr. is in college football and playing pretty well at Southern Miss. So we'll go ahead and sleeve up the Rambling Man, and that'll be our first card. And we'll get the quarterbacks in a sleeve too. Nothing parallel there, but we did get all first in that pack, so that's good. Your second and third year guys, you're just going to get a basic Bowman card. You're not going to get the first symbol. And with football going back to tops, you wonder how collectible the first will be. Looks like we got our first pink in this pack. So come on. Keon Coleman, come on. Jacob Cowing, Arizona. Kobe Prentice from Alabama. We got Vazina, Christopher Vazina. Man, I follow Clemson pretty well, and as a Knoll fan, and I've never heard of that guy. Caleb McDowell for the Gamecocks, and our pink is gonna be same guy, Kobe Prentice. So some of the products I've seen open end, I have noticed that being a trend where you get similar. You might get a duplicate of a player. So in this pack we saw Kobe Prentice twice. Who is Mr. Kobe? Let's see. Mr. Kobe is a sophomore at Alabama. Immediate contributor in 2022 with 5 catches for 60 yards in the opener. Dedicates success to his brother Tyler. He's got a 4.38 40 and grew up rooting for the Tide. So now he's playing for him. So not bad. And again, we're going to stick to the routine of sleeving quarterbacks. And I guess this kid's a quarterback for Clemson. Yeah, he's a freshman quarterback. And he was a 5-star prospect. I don't know how I haven't heard of Christopher Vazina. But there he is. 5-star quarterback for Clemson. And that guy's a senior at Arizona, and he's getting his first Bowman. So that can't be a good sign. So, all right, pack number 3. Let's say we got our next pink. Isaiah Williams for Illinois, coming off a big win over Maryland. Walker Howard, believe he started his career at LSU before going to Clemson or Ole Miss. I think it was LSU. Could have been Clemson. Now I'm questioning myself. TVD for the Canes, Boo Canes. Braylon Trice for the Huskies. And our Bowman first is Chandler Morris, a quarterback of TCU. Chandler Morris is a baller. I believe he also transferred from somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. His dad is Chad Morris, former coach at Arkansas. So yeah, I thought he was the one that started at Clemson. Maybe that's what I was confusing Walker Howard with. So again, getting a lot of first in this pack, but the Walker Howard is not a first. So. And I don't even think he's the quarterback for Ole Miss. Isn't Jackson Dart the quarterback at Ole Miss? All right. Come on, where you at, Keon? Ja'Cory Brooks for Bama on the first. Drew Pine for Arizona State. Didn't he come from Notre Dame? And we got the old throwback of Jatavion Sanders, tight end for Texas. And Ricky White for the Running Rebels. It's Texas tight end. It's the wrong Sanders. That's not the Sanders that we're looking for. Drew Pine, quarterback for Arizona State. Believe he started at Notre Dame. That is the trick with college football now, is the number of transfers that you get is just unreal. I mean, you can't go there outside of freshmen, and even some with freshmen, you can't go to many schools in the top 25 or even outside of the top 25 that don't have a transfer from somewhere. Even my Knowles, I mean, their best players, their quarterback, we got a silver in this one, or refractor. Their quarterback, Jordan Travis, came from Louisville. Their running back, Trey Benson, came from Oregon. Their top wide receivers are Keon Coleman from Michigan State, Johnny Wilson from Arizona State, our tight end, Jaheim Bell from South Carolina. Our best defensive player came from Albany, Jared Verse. So, Florida State's in the top 5, and a lot of that is because of these transfers. So, we got Matthew Golden from the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisville. Oh, wow, look at that. We do have an auto, and it's a good one too. Okay. Kool-Aid McKinstry, top cornerback in college football this year, out of a blaster. Did not expect to see and then we got an orange right after that. Man, this was a Bama pack right there. Let's look at this card right here. You got an orange of Eli Holston for Bama, and he's throwing a football, and that is numbered to 25. What in the world? From a blaster? An orange from a blaster? What? 25 on a quarterback for Bama out of the Bowman first. 7 of 25. It's not the jersey match, as he is number 10. But my goodness. Eli Holston, 7 of 25. I know the camera's a little blurry, but decorated prep career, amassing 6,757 yards, consensus 4-star recruit, number 2 player in Louisiana. Earned first Division I offer before playing a down of varsity football. Wow, both his parents attended LSU, and his brother, Caleb, plays college football. How about that? Wow, a little speechless now. Wow, and the McKinstry is numbered 2 out of 499. 440 out of 499. How about that? Hey, Bama fans, how about that for a still out of a thumbnail, out of a blaster pack? A Kool-Aid McKinstry auto and an Eli Holston orange. Man, we got to do some movement over here. Robbie Ashford, you're coming down. Christopher, you're coming down. And Mr. Egbuka, you're coming over. And I don't know who you are, Eli Holston, but you're going to sit up there. And then we also got a pink out of that pack of Michael Trigg from Ole Miss. Hearing a lot of good stuff about him, too. He's a tight end, but something about him was pretty high up on either mock drafts or... Anyways, he made the Mackey Award list. Tied school record, 3 touchdowns in a game. But... what a pack. An orange out of a blaster. I can't imagine that there's many orange out of 25 being pulled out of a blaster. Still haven't seen any of the big guys, but hey, you're not going to find me complaining. We don't have Shedeur Sanders. We don't have Caleb Williams. We don't have my guy Keon Coleman. We don't have Michael Penix Jr., but we're doing all right. Mason Smith, LSU. How about this guy right here, man? Jake Garcia. This dude has been around the block. Kendall Milton on the refractor from Georgia. Nice running back for Georgia. And then Joe Milton. Man, Joe Milton has not replicated the success under Josh Heupel that Hendon Hooker had. And I think people were pretty bullish on Milton being the real deal for them. But he has not produced in the way that he was expected to. So let's see who needs to come down. Kobe, you're going to come down because Milton, that's a refractor. Okay, so this is not the same. Yeah, this is Jake Garcia. This is the Garcia that has been around the world more than BIG, Notorious BIG was. And this guy has been around the block and then some. He was on a Netflix show too. What was the name of the show where he was featured in the Netflix documentary when he was in high school and he had some eligibility concerns, and then he was at, I don't know how many different schools he was at. I know he was at Miami, and I don't believe he's their quarterback. I could be wrong. I mean, Mizzou's had a good year. I don't believe he's their quarterback, but I'll correct it in this video if he's not. And then last pack. Can we get last pack magic? Last pack magic for me would be a Keon Coleman. Malik Neighbors, dude, that guy's a star. Wide receiver. There's one of our guys, Johnny Wilson. There's my boy. He's going up on the stage. Cam Camper, that might be the best name I've seen in this product. Was it CJ Donaldson Jr.? The reflection was off. And Dane Key. Man, that was the name pack right there. Cam Camper, Dane Key. Those are some names. Those are some names right here. But Johnny Wilson, dude, what a success story. This guy is 6'7", about 250 pounds, can fly. His one thing, if you ever seen the movie Moneyball, like they're like, this guy, he's the hardest thrower in the world. He bats 1,000, but he can't hit a curveball. It's a pretty, whatever it was, or the Jonah Hill scene from that movie. But that's what I think about with Johnny Wilson. He started at Arizona State under Herm Edwards and never really played. I think he may have one career catch. He transfers to Florida State, and in his first year is instantly a superstar at Florida State. Single-handedly won them several games last year, namely the Louisville game. He's just a beast. So that's a nice hit, and this should be his last year in college. I know our NIL department was able to get him back for this year. He's been shown up a little bit, overshadowed a little bit by Keon Coleman. But going back to the Moneyball reference, he does struggle with the drops a little bit. And the crazy thing is he will make some of the craziest catches you've ever seen, and then he will just, flat out drop a pass that he has no business dropping. And that's kind of been his bugaboo, is the drops. I think it's probably going to keep him out of the first round. Everybody likes to point to another former FSU receiver in Kelvin Benjamin, who is a very similar build and made some ridiculous catches in college, but then also would drop some inexcusable passes. So, all right, just a blaster recap. So definitely got our money back in that one, with an auto and a 25. But we got a few pinks: Trigg from Ole Miss, Kobe Prentice, Alabama, Dane Key from Kentucky, and Chandler Morris from TCU on the pink. All big name schools. We got two of the inserts. We got the Egbuka on the Ramblin' Man, and the Jatavion Sanders on the old school. I forget what this insert is called, but it's like a replication of an older set. In a massive stack of Bowman first. So hadn't even had a chance to go through there and look and see who's who, other than the guys that I've shown. And then our better than average hits, we got a Kendall Milton on the refractor and a Johnny Wilson for my nose. And then our two big boy hits in that blaster. Probably won't have a single card better than this in the next one. A Eli Holstein first Bowman orange parallel refractor, 7 out of 25, and a Kool-Aid McKinstry cornerback for Alabama. I think he's cornerback, right? He's not a safety. I don't know why yeah, he's corner. I don't know why my camera doesn't catch the zoom there, but an auto of his on a refractor. It's not a first. Who cares? Sick card. All right, so this second blaster, don't even care about a parallel. Just want a Shedeur Sanders and a Michael Penix. I don't Caleb Williams, whatever. I'll take him, but I need Keon. Samuel Mondin Jr. We'll go through this one a little bit quick. Trayshawn Ward came from FSU, man. What a star. Blake Corum and Dallas Hayden, who I don't recognize that name. Sophomore running back for Ohio State. They put a lot of running backs out there, but he's not the one. He's not a guy that I remember. And then Blake Corum, I know him. He's a dude. Trayshawn Ward started at Florida State as a walk-on. If you like to look up cool stories, look up Trayshawn Ward. Started as a walk-on at Florida State, and just during the Willie Taggart years when Florida State was not very good, and earned his way into the starting rotation, and went out with a bang. I think he had multiple touchdowns in the Orange Bowl last year against Oklahoma. Just loved at Florida State. Florida State was loaded at running backs. He had one more year of eligibility, and he decided to go elsewhere, and no one can blame him for that. And he's had a good year for Kansas State. Love that kid. All right, Corey Kiner, Emmett Moorhead for BC. Not even their quarterback right now. Monterey Baldwin for Baylor. Casey Thompson. And he started Texas, Temple. And there you go. There's Trayshawn again. Trayshawn in the paint. So, as a Knoll fan and a big fan of Trayshawn Ward, happy to see him in this product, getting his due. He will play in the NFL, no doubt about it. He is a legit running back threat. Not going to be the fastest, not going to be the shiftiest, but he's going to play a role in the NFL. So we're still waiting on our big names here. Caleb Downs from Bama. There's our Holston guy again. There's our orange guy, Holston. Dominic Lovett from Georgia. Will Johnson from Michigan. And a Joe Milton pink. Talked about Joe in the last box. Not having the statistical season that his former teammate Hendon Hooker had. How about Hendon Hooker? A lot of people going into the draft thought that he might be playing for the Lions, and then freaking, what's his name? I can see his face. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Jared Goff just turned into a machine this year. Jalen Daniels from Kansas. Miles Davis, that might be numbered, for BYU. Nick Singleton, running back for Penn State, and Reuben Owens for Texas A&M, and that looks like a short print. I'm gonna have to duck behind the camera to check, but yep. All right, so that is numbered. Miles Davis, and he's a star running back at BYU, numbered 243 out of 299, and that's gonna be the Aqua. Looks like an Aqua. It is a first, so that's good. There's a first. I looked at some mock drafts, but I hear that he's in that first round conversation. A lot changes between the middle of October and April when the draft is. But I want to check this Reuben Owens card, because with Topps you can see if it's a short print, but it's not like Panini where it has like variation signs on it. Yeah, it's kind of different. So like a regular card right here, this Jalen Daniels, you can see the number down here at the bottom is 36 on that card, and just checking a couple of other ones. 69, 36. So I don't know. Maybe it's not a short print. I'm seeing a lot of 36 and a lot of 69. Maybe they could have chosen a better one for that. But this Reuben Owens is a 69. So I don't know. I don't know. That screams short print, does it not? So, I don't know. Check it out later. Let's move on. So we've got 3 packs left. No Caleb Williams, no Michael Penix, no Johnny Wilson, no Shedeur Sanders. But who's complaining? Because they're coming up right here. Brian Thompson Jr., LSU. Harvey from Miami. Yeah, offensive lineman, a big boy. Connor Colby, Iowa. If he's an Iowa lineman, he's a dude. Marshawn Lloyd for Southern Cal, and Jaden Bray, Oklahoma State. I'm a man. I'm 40. Sorry. I always think that with Oklahoma State. 2 packs left. Where you at, Shedeur? Where you at? Okay. Cooper DeJean. It's a Hawkeye pack. Caleb Johnson. A silver of Oscar Delp for Georgia, a refractor, and A.J. Swan for Vandy. Georgia tight end refractor. So with Brock Bowers going down, does that mean that Oscar Delp is the new guy? I don't know. Have to see. And last pack. All right. So not going to get the guys that I wanted unless all 5 of them are in here, but we're going to open it anyway. So Phil Maffei, Ryan O'Keefe, Blake Shapen. There's a Marvin Harrison. We'll take that. Wish it was on the pink, but we'll take that. And a Roydell Williams, pink from Alabama. So nice Marvin Harrison. I know I wanted to see Archie Manning end up at Ohio State because I wanted a Manning to Marvin Harrison touchdown connection, but we didn't get it. So who knows? College football. Well, I was going to say, you never know what will happen next year, but I do know what will happen next year, and he will be playing in the NFL, so it's not going to matter. All right, so that is the wrap. Didn't get Shedeur, and that's all right. That's what happens sometimes, but we did get several first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're going to get 4 pinks per box. Every single one of them was a first. I know we got this silver of Delp from Georgia. I know we had another silver somewhere. It was the Milton kid from Georgia. And then all of these first. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs. There he is. There's the other silver. So 1 silver per box is what we saw. 1 silver refractor per box. A buttload of first. And you get about 2 inserts per box. Seemed like we got 1 Rambling Man and 1 of the old school prints per pack. So you can expect 1 of those. And then we got a numbered parallel in that second box, the Aqua Refractor of Miles Davis. And then the big boys came out of our first packs again. Just wrapping up the video, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Refractor Auto, and an Eli Holstein at a 25. So that's it, guys. I love this product. I know a lot of people don't because it is college unis, but they're beautiful cards, and college football is at an all-time high with popularity. So go out and get you some. $29.99 at Target. Thanks for watching Mad Wife Rips today, and try to put up some comp prices if we can find them. Have a good day.
Mad Wife Rips.